9 degrees today. Average high this time of year is 9. 7 degrees tomorrow, 4 degrees by Friday, and a chilly weekend is upon us. Please join me in welcoming Matt Lee. He's here. We're talking about investment properties and lots to break down here. And is this the time of year where we are seeing transitions with around the Queen's University district?
Yeah, Queens and St. Lawrence, you'll start to see that.
So homes going up for sale that have been utilized as student housing.
Yeah. So the reason why is because most property management companies on November 1st put out a mail out to their tenants and say, are you planning on staying for May 1st, and are you signing a lease for next year? Because if you're not signing a lease, then we're going to start showing the property. People start to get ready.
So these are students that these notices are being sent out to?
Yeah, so then basically the property management companies are doing this well in advance to make sure that they're ready for the transition that's going to happen on May 1st. Even though we really have only started the school year, you're going to know what's happening in May 1st. And that's what we see. November 1st, all of a sudden these houses start to come up. December is a big time. As much as you think, okay, you know, real estate's supposed to slow down, it actually speeds up for the downtown core and around St. Lawrence as well. We have 19,000 approximately students that are on campus at Queens, and approximately 8,000 that are at St. Lawrence. So they do need places to live, and we are making those transitions. And you know, new parents are coming, kids are coming out of residence, and they're buying places, and other kids are finishing and they're leaving.
So with these multi-residential units or houses, whoever has owned them in the past and you know use them as investments are looking to sell them, and someone else will come in and buy that building and want to do the same. It's
a combination of a couple things. One is you will see locals that buy them as investments. There's no question about that. And you also see, or people from out of town, but you do see parents that want to control what's going on in the houses that their kids are living in. So that we see, so that they are able to let the inflation carry the house into the next 4 years, and have other kids help pay that rent, and then they know what's going on and they can kind of control what's happening.
Roughly, is there an average of turnover each year?
You know what? It's actually fluctuated. We saw a lot of turnover that happened about 3 years ago, but in the past 2 years, we have not seen a lot of turnover.
People hanging on to them.
We're hanging on to them, and we're numbers continue to go up in regards to I would say, as a personal opinion, you can see it as X amount of dollars per bedroom depending on what zone you're in. But it depends on, there's a lot of factors to that. I mean, if it's a brick house and, compared to a vinyl house, is it, low ceilings, is it high ceilings? There's a lot of factors.
Units?
How many bedrooms in the house and all of these things, yeah. So you really have to break it down. But we did break one down just to kind of show what you're kind of looking at, to give you an idea. And I think that it helps just to see. So.
Okay, well, talk us through it here, Matt.
So say, a house list for $699,900. I'm going to call this a 6-bedroom house. They're renting each bedroom as a whole. It goes out at $3,600. We're going to say it's $600 a bedroom plus utilities. You multiply that by 12 for your months, because it is a 12-month lease. It is not an 8-month lease. Even though they're not here in the summer, they do pay it. So it is $43,200. As a landlord and owner, you are going to pay the taxes. It is going to be, let's say it's $6,500. Your insurance is going to be $3,000. They're going to have content insurance on top of that, which they will pay for themselves. Utilities is a zero on this one because we have it set up that it's $600 per person plus utilities. So then all of a sudden we take that number of expenses and minus it from what your total income is, which comes out to $33,700. You divide that number of that, what we would classify as a net income, by the asking price of the property. So then when we see what that is, it turns out that it's a 4.81% cap rate. So it's 4.81% return on your money per year. So that's what you kind of have to do. You have to take what your income is, what the expenses are, and then divide it by the price that you're buying. And that gives you what the percentage is on your return, because you think, am I going to buy an investment property or am I going to leave my money in the bank? These are part-time jobs when you deal with these things. And it depends. You really have to have somebody that knows that market to help you through it, because you think, am I going to buy something that has maybe more units but less bedrooms per unit, or am I buying a big house and all of a sudden you kind of see, we see parties, that happens. Is there enough room in the living area to have a big party in this house? Okay. Different things.
Great advice. It's that time of year too.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, thank you so much, Matt Lee.
Real estate tips brought to you by Matt Lee of Royal LePage.